Hey, what's up, and welcome to Ditty Deep Dive. Yeah, this is the live stream where we bring on an artist and dive deep into their ditties. Those are their songs, in case you're wondering what we do on this show. Oh yeah, we are brought to you every Saturday by the Streamboat, and we have the finest crew upon the high seas. We'll get to them in a minute. I'm your host, Justin, and let's get you to why you're here, most likely. He is an amateur dentist based in Atlanta. Let's give it up to Duke Denim. Duke.
We're going to roll straight into the first one. Thank you. This song's called Keyless Entry. It's about a truck. Spend 100 racks on a truck, and I ain't even pop. Probably won't. Give me something I can stack. Give me something I can hold. I need hundreds by the sack. Full money at disposal. The bitches act bashful. My friends think I'm loaded. My skin crawl every time I think of being homeless. Put 5 on top of the 15. Can't nobody see in my shit. Hit Casey if you want to talk to me. Act like I'm already rich. I'm done being patient. Is you listening, bitch? Came in the game real quick, cause I'd rather rap than go flip a brick. But I'm not above it, not for nothing. Just talking shit, but I'm toxic. Fuck it, it's costing me nothing to stunt. If I go hit that red button, then everybody in the blunt. When I decide to go Ted Bundy, this whole city going up. If I decide to start really whipping, I'm lane switching. My big body don't give a fuck if you call a K-Dot when I take AMU stain. I play not. I dream of a day that I'm in the top spot. My name on a grave or a plaque hanging up on the wall in the Hall of Fame. It's all the same. This song is called You're Not Supposed to Be Able to Hear It, because you're not. Turn me up a little bit. The beat. I've been patiently waiting, graving my razor to the grindstone. Passion ain't fading, getting faded in different time zones. Crashing a whip, past stainless into my grip. Past fashion, the kids still flex muscles until they rip. Flashback to my past, switching positions. I was last call, faster than brass knuckle decisions. We could back in this bitch, passion of Christ. Scratch the motherfucking rims on the whip, flashing a knife. Hand on your shoulder, aim the scope with precision. Assed out, maiming a soldier, doubt his mother would miss him. It's the coldest fucking killer in Balenciaga coats. Code of honor, co-defendant, codeine dripping down my throat. Pockets heavy as ever, I'm in my zone. Booked a telly, fly to Tokyo, purchase a second home. Perfect weather, karma took me to levels I've never known. About to blow, stuffing hundreds up on the memory foam. Carbon toting, electric motor, my Tesla go. 9 up in the section, keep 33 by my testicles. Pop and get to step and turn opposition to vegetables and vestiges. Elected the best before I'm professional. Flip across, piss a Christian off. Word is bond, hit my bitches raw. Heard about your homie, did him wrong. Sorry for your loss, he was a loser, but he and you were probably better off. Lick shots, turn your head to a crop top. Murder about the blood, diamonds dancing in my stopwatch. Home shattered, chrome matted, blow your brain matter. Pull up on the block in broad day and hit a stain at it. Stepping out the coop, proper treatment, all the bitches acting like I'm Uncle Luke. 9mm mamacita, I'm the chrome duke. Hold loot, chopper ringing like a fucking phone booth. Sliding for seconds, I pull up on you with a deadly weapon. Ride with a tech, I made a medal, it's the mecha stepper. Fix and Wesson, substitute the head and learn a lethal lesson. Best to check in with the specialist, cause I'ma fucking wreck 'em. This song is called Aquarium. This is the part where I tell people to put their hands up. Like cows for the slaughter, I raise the stakes for your martyrdom. Passionate but fame passing till that fucking day come. Caution me nothing, tossing opposition. A coin, a point, a rod, your direction. Convalescent, I get the point across. Yeah. Let me set the tone. I'm from a city of drug dealers and broken homes. Cocaine, dirty M30s and fentanyl. Nummy suck the parliament, pardon me, I'm just tripping off. Tell me why I spent so many nights taking bad advice from people that I wouldn't trust to save my motherfucking life. Talking twin hoes, scissor doors, Fenty on my bitch. If you ain't shooting shit, then get your ass inside the whip. Demons in dimensions, swimming liquor like a fish. Test the pH in the water if you wanna take a dip. Missing living with my mama and my grandfather too. I miss so many messages, I almost missed the fucking funeral. Shit, look at me now, mama. This finna pay the bills. All the shit I say, hold the weight to make a couple meal. All the places that you had to take me, cause we ain't have the cake there to put me up in daycare. This shit, it ain't no fake, it ain't no fallacy. I manifested all of this. I pay me my own salary. I battle with duality. I fucking kill 'em with kindness. Catch me rocking all chrome like to match my gun and my fucking Timex. Rhyming is timeless. And my big bone baddie with the skin looking sun-kissed. Wrists on Patek and my Benz fucking dumped and it's scrumptious. Rims on deluxe, big burner in the trunk shit. Like, what's up, bitch? Thank you.
That was amazing.
Bro, the flow. Dude, what's like, who inspires you like flow wise? Because you got like a cadence that's just like killer, bro.
A whole bunch of people. I would say probably Earl Sweatshirt is probably my biggest
Hell
influence.
yeah, shout out Earl.
Earl,
Fuck yeah.
Doom, Kanye, Wayne, Wu-Tang,
Okay.
Nas, 3-6 Mafia.
Oh, bro.
Like all the shit that I listened to as a child, just fucking T.I. Like,
Yeah.
That's fire. Hell yeah.
Dude, how long have you been like at this craft? Because it sounds like, I mean, you've been like really nailing it down.
So I've only really taken it seriously for a little while.
Okay.
But I think I wrote my first rap when I was like 6.
Oh, really?
Like 6 years old. Yeah. Like I
Damn,
remember
that's-
having like a
that's
pen and
crazy.
like a piece of paper and like writing rhymes because I wanted to be like T.I.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Like, what are you rapping about at 6?
I don't remember.
Buying crowns versus buying trucks.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Bro, like that first song is literally about the truck outside, parked outside.
Yeah.
He spent 100 racks on a truck.
Yeah, it's $100,000 truck.
Hell yeah.
Now, you said like earlier when we were talking that it's basically like a mortgage, but you said you can also like live in it too. So
Yeah. It's
it
a
kinda
big ass
works
truck,
out.
dude. It that was one of my like end all be all goals. Like it's the type of thing that like fucking even if I was to pop off and have millions of dollars, like I'd probably still drive that shit every day. Like cuz that was what I wanted. Like I'll still take a Porsche, but but the truck is fucking where it's at for me. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, there's something that I can totally respect about like having your eyes on something and like going out and actually getting it, you know, and then like
sure.
the hustle that follows after that too.
For sure.
I mean, I feel like you're kind of doing that with the rap career right now. Like, I feel like you kind of like have this vision about yourself and like what you're going with, and you're like really going hard in the paint with it. It seems like.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm pretty determined about stuff. Once I set my sights on something,
Yeah.
there really hasn't been anything in my life that I ever like really wanted that I wasn't able to get through hard work. So
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure rap is the same way, you know.
Yeah.
just
I mean, it's a
fucking
hustle.
Dedicate yourself to it.
Right.
Put the time in every day. Like that's it. You'll get there.
Right. Where do you think, like, when was like Duke Denim born? And how, like, where did that come from?
Maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know where I got the name from,
Yeah.
to be honest. I do have a thing for names like where the first initial of the first name and the first initial of the last name is the same.
I forget if that. I think that might be alliteration. I'm not totally sure. I don't know. If
Similar.
Sounds right.
I'm not an expert.
Yeah,
the
it's
first
I
letter
don't know.
begins
I
the
don't know
same.
why.
You're
It's
smarter
like
than me. so
Alliteration
I
and
don't
then
trust it.
consonants is the other.
before Duke Denim, before I started releasing music, I had picked a name that was Sin 6.
Okay.
But then I thought that was lame, so I changed it.
No, I dig Duke Denim. It has like a feel. Like I saw like one video on IG. Like you were kind of going back between like your real kind of persona and then like almost like a cowboy persona or
Yeah,
something. Like kind of
yeah.
playing with it.
I do have a bit, but I'm also a bit of a cowboy in real life. So,
Okay.
like, I do have a lot of denim and like cowboy boots and hats and shit.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, I'm from the South, man.
Respect
you know.
Born and raised in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Like-
nearby around Atlanta. I did spend once I was when I was like
Marietta?
14, my family moved to like Atlanta. It was North Atlanta. It was an Atlanta address, but
Okay.
yeah, and we stayed up there for a couple of years before I kind of went out on my own. And
Yeah.
I've been all over the place ever since. I lived in Athens for a few years, and now I'm out way east. Not quite that far, but
Well, you're like a big car dude. Like, I mean, you have a lot of references and stuff in your songs.
yeah, I do have a lot of car references in my songs. Probably not enough, honestly.
Yeah.
For as much as cars have been an influence in my life, like I've been into cars since I was since about as little as when I started rapping. Like my whole life, pretty much. I've had dozens of cars, probably like 40 cars.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
40 cars?
I've had a lot of 240s, a lot of BMWs.
Okay, so
I think I've
that's-
had
okay.
like 8 BMWs,
Jesus,
Dude,
Yeah.
nice.
Jesus, bro.
but just like a lot of drift cars and like projects
man
and
killing
stuff like
wheels.
that.
When you were a little kid, did the Hot Wheels collection go crazy or?
Bro, the Hot Wheels collection still goes crazy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jeez, that's how you know someone's really into cars if they still have their Hot Wheels collection.
Bro,
Because
come
you see
on.
people like Currency, they still got their Hot Wheels and models and shit.
I'm
bro.
still on, bro. So my wife drives a BMW 440, an
Okay.
F36, a Grand Coupe, and every time we hit a store, and you know, like those the CVS, they got those cars. They're not Hot Wheels, but they're big. They're like
Oh, yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
model cars. I
Yeah.
always look for her car. I'm still trying to find one.
Damn.
If anybody can find a black Grand Coupe 440 like Hot Wheels, let me call. I'll buy it
Gonna drop some guap on that.
for sure. Hell yeah.
Bro, like, what do you think is your, like, I know this is like very, I don't mean for you to like feel narcissistic or anything by me asking this, but like, what do you think is like your favorite like lyric that you've come up with, like with the like referencing a car or something?
Ooh.
Because you have like a lot of really killer ones.
Ooh. I don't know. I've said a lot. I
Yeah.
can't remember most of my lyrics. I write a lot more than I make songs, so
Okay.
I have a lot of car lyrics that'll never go out. There's a song that I just did with a buddy of mine. He goes by Shy Guy.
Okay.
He's based out of Staten. And I don't think the song made it onto his album, but his album's coming out soon. But there's a line in that where I said, what did I say? I made a promise that I cop a 911 by Christmas, even if it take a Mac 11 with the clip extended.
Oh,
And that's fucking,
That's hard.
yeah.
that shit was real too. Cause I sent him a picture cause I had a fucking Mac 11 at home with an extended clip and I sent him a picture of it and I was like, I'm not joking around, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, like, even in that first song, like, I thought it was, like, pretty awesome how you have, like, I mean, you like, the first line is, like, I drop 100 stacks on the truck or whatever. And then,
Yeah.
I think, like, at the end of that kind of, like, verse, you, like, say something about being homeless. And it's, like, just, like, a crazy, like, beginning to end in that verse.
It's kind of meant to be that way. I mean, it really is like I worked really hard and accomplished this goal that I had, but like being homeless is always like right there. Like I'm sure there are some people that probably will never have to feel that way, but for everybody,
Bro.
it's like being homeless is way closer than you think it is. It's
Dude.
like
You're way
It could
closer
be-
to
you
being
miss a
homeless
couple
than you are to
paychecks
being
and
a
it's over.
millionaire.
Like
Yeah.
Way closer to being homeless than you are to being a millionaire.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I like just the other day. I'm not gonna say the statistic because it's gonna be so wrong. But I saw like a crazy statistic where it said like the percentage of people in America that are just a month away from being homeless. And it just like blew my mind,
That's
like
fact.
how
I probably
high
am.
the number was.
Yeah, that's
It's
real.
facts, dude. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And I mean, but that's how it is with capitalism and the way that people pursue, you know, quick things, flashy things,
Mm.
Yeah.
Rich stay rich.
material things. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then the rich stay rich, and then, you know, like people look up to the rich and like kind of model their lifestyle after that, and just like live way outside their means, and so like the poor become poorer, the richer become
The
richer.
rich become richer.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
just trying to look rich.
I
Yeah.
talk a lot
Yeah.
about material things in my songs, especially about people trying to look rich, because like I'm a human and I'm subject to it as much as anybody else. Like the desire for material things.
Sure,
Like I
yeah,
like
yeah.
clothes and like I like aesthetic things and I like cars and all of that. So yeah, of course I'm gonna like spend some money on that shit, but it's also not very hard to see through it and understand what like capitalism tries to do to us.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes
Yeah.
everything about
Like you can have
Yeah.
material things that you desire and like kind of go after in life, but like once you get those like, you know, 4 or 5 super expensive things, like a really nice truck and like a nice house, like you realize like, okay, like me spending money, like it's not gonna really do much for me
No,
after a
for
certain
sure.
point. Like you can buy like nice clothes that you like, you know, stay up on, you know, whatever, you know, hobbies you have or whatever, and like, you know, keep investing in that. But like after a certain point, like you really don't need like millions and millions of dollars to like just like live a fulfilling and like
Nah,
sustainable
bro.
life.
You can get
Give
what
me
you
a
want.
couple mil, I'm chilling for the rest of my life.
Straight up.
I'm out,
Straight
bro.
up.
We're gonna invest. We're gonna reinvest, and
Yeah.
we're chilling. That's
Straight
it.
up.
Yeah, seriously. What would you do with your first meal?
Buy a 911.
Hey.
I haven't gotten all the material things I want yet.
On that note,
Yeah. Well, once I get there, it's over. I mean, I've had money before. Like I've come up and dropped it all. I got another song where I talk about dropping 50 bands in the dirt. Like just I've blown money like that. I've gone like I've had money and I've been broke. I've had no money, and it really doesn't buy like happiness.
Yeah.
Everything's the same. You stress about different shit, but the amount that you stress about things is really the only thing that changes.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah, it's true.
you'll be in a Ferrari and still find something to bitch about.
I'm saying, but I would rather cry
But I
in a
would-
Porsche. You know?
Exactly.
You said you write a lot of stuff. Are you
Constantly.
like pen to paper kind of write it, like notepad?
No,
Like
I
notes in your
did
phone,
notes
or-
app in my phone. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Do you
just
have
constant.
like, are you just kind of like, as it comes to you, just write something down? Or are you like kind of always going back to something and building on it, or how's that?
I'm really bad about going back to stuff and building on it, actually. I'm trying to work on that, and I'm trying to get to a point where I can sit down and finish a verse, like start to finish.
Okay.
But typically, I'm on the road all the time, and usually if I'm like kind of zoned out on something else or I'm driving, that's not not that I'm on my phone when I'm driving, but that's when I write.
Hey, talk to text, right?
Yeah. So, and usually it's like middle of the night type shit. I'll just be on like long drives, and that's when I write, because I feel like I have to disconnect a certain part of my brain, like the conscious part of my brain, and let it focus on something else, while the subconscious part of my brain can come up and actually focus on creating something and putting words together, I guess.
Yeah. That's cool. Like, where does the process, like, from taking it from your notepad to putting it on a beat, like, how does that go for you?
Ooh, it's difficult, low-key. Sometimes I have, like, there are two different things that I do. Usually I get a lot of inspiration from other people. Crazy, I know. I listen to music and it
Don't we all?
inspires me. It's wild. Some people would call that biting, but no, like I'll listen to other people's music and I'll hear the beat and I'll like hear their cadence and how they're flowing on it, and it'll kind of put me into something, and I'll start writing based off that. And other times I'll have to find a beat first. I like writing to the beat. Like I don't like to write stuff and then find a beat that it can go on. I prefer to find a beat or make a beat, because I produce a little bit and then write to it, so that I can like it. I don't know. It just works better for me staying on beat, and like any pause or break in the drums, like you're in that pocket. But that's pretty much it. I either take inspiration from something else or I have to write to a beat.
Okay. Do you like what songs have you produced? Like which ones?
A bunch that haven't come out, but I know I dropped an album like a month or two ago called Zero Validation, and the second song on that album, Chrome Manger, I made that beat.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. I'll definitely go check that one out. I listened through the album.
It's
I'll have to,
that's definitely one of the best songs on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's always like something where you're like, dude, I fucking did that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
that is
one of the
me.
best feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if it's like 100% you. That's like,
Yeah. I don't like producing because I like using samples. Like I'm really big into samples and like finding super obscure old school shit that nobody else has ever heard before to put into a beat, which takes a long time. So it'll take me like weeks to put a beat together.
You gotta dig through some
When I can
crates.
just like spend a couple hours on YouTube and find a YouTube beat that I can rap on.
Yeah.
So that's usually the route I go. But I do produce a lot
Yeah.
just in my free time.
How do you like go about like finding these old school like songs? Like, is it just like digging through records?
It's crate digging and just like my prior life experience. Like my dad has been a musician for 50 years.
Okay.
Wow.
He plays saxophone and keys and he sings.
Awesome.
And he I grew up listening to like King Crimson. I had y'all play some earlier. King Crimson and like
You need
he
to
put
get
me on
samples
all
from him.
kinds of stuff, dude. Little Feat. My dad was the reason that I heard Citizen Cope for the first time.
Okay.
Wow.
Yo, Citizen Cope is fire.
I love Citizen Cope. A whole bunch of stuff. It's funny though because he hates rap.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he actually just recently found out that I rap because I was like, I wasn't really trying to like tell my parents about it, you know.
Yeah.
How do you
feel that.
react?
He was all right, you know. He I think he understood why I wasn't like coming to him like, hey dad, I
forthright
fucking
about
rap now, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. So he was like, hey, just be careful and do your thing, I guess, because he gets it. He's he's a musician too, so.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried hitting him up for samples? Have you ever been like, hey, do you think you could just like lay down some
I would
smooth
love to. I know we
saxophone
actually
shit for me?
talked about it. We talked about it recently. I was like, yo, I need you to like just lay down
me
some
on.
sax for me,
Yeah,
just
that'd
so
be
I can use it in some
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, that would be
cool,
fire.
yeah,
yeah.
he's a killer saxophone player. So.
No, if he's been doing it for 50 years, man, it's
Nah, for
that's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah, he's
I already know
old.
he goes crazy.
That'd be,
Are there any
that'd be
artists
dope.
that you want to work with or musicians?
A whole bunch, dude.
Yeah.
Whole bunch. I would love to work with Alchemist.
Shout out Alchemist, hell yeah.
Shout out Hit Boy.
Yeah.
Conductor Williams.
Conductor.
I want to work with West Side Gun so bad. Shit, bro. There's just a bunch, and I try to work with the artists that I like, even if I don't know if we're gonna mesh together really well. I have a tendency to like send shit to people. Like I did a song with Wi-Fi's Funeral recently,
Oh shit.
and he he has a bit of a different style to me.
Definitely.
And I was like, I'm gonna make you do some boom bap shit. So I sent him some like basically a drumless beat. Like it was a beat that was like just sample, almost no drums. The drums come in halfway through the song and then they end like 8 bars later. And so I got him on that. And I would love to do some shit with like all the artists that I really like and just make like force them into doing some different shit just cause like I don't know. I like to make people come out of their shell and like do different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear that, bro. Yo, Casey, we got the manager over here. Do you want to?
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah, you got the stool pop up next to him.
say what's up?
Give it up for Casey.
So shout out to Casey.
Everyday artist.
He hit me up and was like, "Yo, I got to get this dude on here." Checked out his music. Was like, "Yeah, we do." And here they are. Oh yeah, do we have a
Yeah, he probably
extra
needs a
mic?
No, he doesn't need a mic. He's straight.
We can
For some
hear you
reason, I
the
thought
most
we
part,
had
but
another
yeah.
mic. My bad.
You want to talk into this one? We can put
I'm
it in
sorry,
the middle.
Jake, dude. I just stole your mic from you.
Appreciate it. Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Not much, man. Just a beautiful day out here at the Streamboat.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
thank you.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Rosa, how did y'all like kind of connect and get together? Was this duo? How did it come to
ahead.
be?
Well, I guess you and Sam used to skate. So they used to skate back in the day. I think y'all met at like the park.
His cousin.
Yeah,
Okay.
my cousin. Yeah, sorry. Was it Ronald Reagan?
Yeah. Ronald Reagan.
Way
skate
back in
park.
the day. And then I met him through my cousin. Him and my cousin were real close.
We still are. That's my dog. I talk
Yeah,
to him
yeah,
every
yeah.
day.
Yep. And yeah, I mean, we pretty much all three of us were really close friends for a long time. So, how long has it been?
Probably close to 15 years.
Yeah, at least.
Damn, that's
It's been
legit.
a while. Yeah.
What kind of like made you realize like, dude, I'm gonna be this dude's manager? Like, how did that, or even how did you were you like, yeah, I want Casey to be my manager?
Yeah, I
Like-
didn't even. I think I was just throwing tips his way and whatever. And he hit me up one day. He's like, "Hey, do you want to be my manager?" I'm like,
Yeah.
and I just quit my 9 to 5 at that point, so I had some time.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man, why not? Love helping out the homie. So.
It was like kind of a mutual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was trying to do something, and I know that he was helping out a couple homies with other management type things and helping them get like whatever, whether it be podcasts or like just promotional things. And I also don't know, like I've got a lot of homies that are into music, but I don't have anybody that's been tapped into like underground shit the way he has forever. He's
Yeah.
always been the first person to like put me up on something I've never heard of. So I was like, shit, there's probably
Yeah.
nobody better that I could have
I
like
seen-
by my side
I seen Lil Peep live like 4 times.
before
Oh,
he even
shit.
popped off.
Yeah. Yeah, people would tell me to like turn him off because he wasn't hot,
Yeah.
And then I mean, same with Bones.
And he
like,
became an icon. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Same
I
with
was one of
Bones,
those
but-
people. Casey was playing Lil Peep, and I was like, turn this shit off, bro. And then like a couple years later, I was like, I'm sorry, man. I was wrong.
Yeah. Everybody was wrong.
Yeah.
He was ahead of his time a little bit.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure,
for sure.
for
Like,
sure.
he
He
definitely,
definitely
like,
made his own style of music right there.
definitely super like innovative in that like kind of emo wing of rap. Like he definitely kind of brought that shit to the forefront and made it more popularized and like more
Yeah,
accessible
sure.
to people.
Yeah, and that was a huge movement in the music community, with Bone Suicide and all them,
Yeah,
so.
both of those unfortunate passings like hit that community really hard.
Mhm.
But luckily, unfortunately, we lost other people who kind of emulated that sound and made it even more popular, like a Juice World or somebody like that
Yep.
really took that sound and kind of made it like a pop, kind of sensation.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we lost, Juice World as well, because people in that realm, those dudes really do struggle with mental health, and it's like a really
yeah.
big, issue in that genre.
For sure.
Wow. I mean, mental health's a real thing, man, and like, especially like being out on the road all the time. Like, I'm sure you don't have much time to even like focus on it. So,
No, for sure. Yeah, I've dealt with like different mental shit for my whole life too. That shit's difficult. I'm clean now though. I'm off the meds.
Hey,
I'm
good for you.
crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, clap for me.
let's get weird. What meds? No,
all of them. I'm off all of them. No, I was on all kinds of I was on different antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication. I have like a lot of anxiety and a lot of like depressive, suicidal thoughts and a lot of like complete lack of motivation forever.
Yeah.
But I spent, life has improved a lot in the last couple years for me anyway. I don't
That's
know about
awesome.
y'all.
Hey,
Yeah,
wow.
shout out to life, bro. Shout out, I got married and shit. I'm a
yeah.
grown ass
Congrats,
man,
bro.
Yeah. Shout out my
That's
wife.
Yeah, shout out
yeah.
the wife.
But yeah, I decided a while back. I was like, man, fuck this. I haven't really felt anything in a long time, so I decided I wanted to just get off all the medication. So I talked to my psychiatrist. I hated that motherfucker anyway. He was a dickhead.
No shout out for you.
No shout out.
Shout out to
So I was like, I'm gonna stop taking everything. He was like, let's taper down. And I was like, all right, cool. And so I tapered down, and I'm off. I've been off everything for 2 months now,
Congrats,
Yeah.
man.
Congrats,
That's huge.
congrats.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
bro. Yeah.
except the
Amazing.
alcohol.
Got to take the edge off a little bit.
Still an alcoholic.
Okay, I
Right.
had this question recently, and I got two. I'll do another one later. But any questions in the chat, let us know too.
Please do.
What's the song you would want to hear for the first time again?
That's a good one.
Ooh,
For the
Song I
first
would wanna
time.
hear for the first time again.
Damn, that's a hard question.
That is a super hard question.
You can pick a few.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I have two West Side Gun songs that are
Hell
just
yeah.
they're always on repeat for me. Mama's Prime Time
Okay.
is one that like just the first time I heard it, I was like, this is fucking wild. And then what was that? Fly God Jr.
Like as
I think on Hitler Wears Hermes 10. Yeah. Pre by Earl Sweatshirt off of Doris.
Yeah,
Doris.
that's a hard
That
one
first
too.
song where SK LaFleur comes in and does that first verse. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I haven't said this out loud, but I want to do some shit like that. I want to like drop an album, and the first verse you hear on the album is a feature. Like I don't even want to be the first person on that shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's pretty.
That's
sick.
actually a
love-
pretty hard
that's some
move.
hard
yeah.
shit.
It's so hard, and it just create
that
like it
beat
adds
goes
so
crazy,
much
though,
build
too.
up too. Like you're not even you don't even need to be on that shit.
That beat actually goes crazy though.
That's
too.
a crazy song. Oh God, there's probably a bunch more, dude. I can't even think of them,
Nah.
but we'll do those right now.
Yeah, I mean, we could flip it too. You can answer any way you proceed. What's the song you
I wish
how
I
it works.
never heard.
Yeah,
Well,
what
that
song
kinda
would you
like you
never
don't
want to
wanna
hear
hear-
again?
Yeah,
I
you
never
I
wanna
wish I
hear
could not this
again.
one again. Yeah. Probably something like
I'm not gonna throw shade like that.
Yeah, right. So you don't throw shade, but I would say like maybe like a club bop. Like if I hear that one fucking
If you wanna-
T-Pain, fucking Imogen Heap mix up mashup, like
Oh,
that
God.
kind of shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, you could be political and say, I just don't want to hear, the Mariah Carey Christmas song when
Right.
Christmas rolls
That's-
around. Like, if you had immunity to
that
that's kind of a cool
works.
perk. That's kind of a cool perk. You just, like, don't hear it. Like, when people are just
Right.
hearing it in commercials and out in public.
It's just another day.
I don't know. There are definitely some songs that I don't ever want to hear again, but I think it would just be kind of mean to say.
Right?
that.
Nah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I was like, you don't have the answer, but
That's fair.
Just have like drop 20.
Yeah, right. No, a lot of them are from like smaller artists that I don't want to put down like that.
Okay.
To be fair, though, when artists are kind of finding their sound, they kind of have to get through a lot of trash to get to the good stuff. That's part of the process. Or, they could
Yes
just have
and
a-
no.
He's
I
a-
don't agree with it. I don't agree with that.
You don't? Oh, that's
I don't.
fair.
I have opinions on that. On
No, let
finding
us
your
know.
sound.
No, let us know,
Like,
please. Because I kind of agree, probably with your viewpoint, but like I understand that people think that you can
no, for
put
sure.
out a bunch of mediocre whatever stuff to get to a sound that you like.
Yeah,
or
no,
I feel
mediocre's mediocre one way or the other.
that- Yeah, that's what.
I
That's how
agree
I
with
feel.
that.
Yeah.
But I don't agree. Like I hate when people talk about like finding their sound, or especially when fans of people are like, "Oh, you changed your sound up, bitch."
it's like
I never had a sound for you. I do whatever the fuck I want,
yeah.
Right.
and that's how I've always been with my music too. And I tell him sometimes because I'll like send him some shit and I'll be like, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And I know I've told him before, like candidly, like I want to hear your opinion. I'm not gonna take it to heart.
Yeah.
Because I really like if
That's real.
I decide I want to do something, like that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like I got
That's fair.
songs on my last album that I sent to people and they were like, I see where you were going with this, and I was like, no, this is where I was going with it. It's done.
Yeah.
Sorry, like if it's not what you imagined, I
Mhm.
don't care. Like if I decide that I want to go a certain direction with my shit or I want to have a different sound or whatever, like that's the sound
No,
I'm gonna
that's.
have.
I respect the shit out of that. I think that's important.
I make different sounds with my mouth all the time. Fucking
And we're at the point now where we'll like show it to the studio, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I just finished writing this on the way here," and then he just does one take of the song. He's like, "I'm happy with it. We're good to go." And that's it.
Yeah.
One take,
I
Jake.
do have a lot of shit that I'll one take. Yeah.
Damn.
Some of them songs that
that's
I'll just
awesome,
I'll
bro.
just knock right out. But I'm trying to focus more on like not heavy production, but just more refined
like
stuff. Like
really raw.
Or like
Or
more
what?
layered, like
more
like,
layered. Yeah, like I want to do more like layered vocals and like different kind of sounds and approaches and like what am I not to say like old, kind of old Mac and Kendrick. Like they used to do that shit a lot.
Yeah, just like very experimental, but like
yeah,
layered and
kind of
textured.
experimental, yeah, textury shit, like cartoons and cereal. Like
Yeah, like you're using.
my
a
man
lot
had
of
like
form.
5 different voices on that. They were all him, but like he did 5 different voices on that song.
Yeah.
And you know, I like messing around with stuff like that.
I will say TDE when they were first coming out, like that was the thing that stood out to me the most was like how they layered vocals. Like they knew how to really like layer vocals. So it sounds like someone's talking to you from like 30 different directions, like and then pitching the voice up and down with like Kendrick and how they would do that.
Also, shout out Schoolboy Q.
Shout out Q, man. I love that new album.
Seriously, I'm staying
Shit
my
fire.
O's like Ohio.
Hi-yo.
Bro. Love Q. Q is one of my biggest influences. I don't know if I said that earlier.
Oh no, that's fire. He's actually my
Yeah.
favorite in TDE. Him
He's
and Isaiah.
Yeah, he's one of my biggest influences for sure. That's somebody I want to work with.
No, that would be
Hell
fire.
yeah.
I would love
It's
to produce
funny
a
because he
track for
probably
Schoolboy.
wouldn't want to work, but I'd love to work.
Hey,
with
you
him.
never know. You never know. He probably didn't think that he would get along with Mac Miller either, bro.
Dude, I just watched an interview where they didn't. There, he was talking about that. He was like,
Yeah.
"I fucking hated his
Exactly.
music."
He thought he was just like an annoying, like little pop rapper or whatever.
Yeah.
But like he found out that man had a lot of like depth and substance to him.
Yeah,
And love for music too.
Yeah, and a deep love for music. Yeah.
that's what I got. Q.
When he came to Atlanta, I emailed all of his managers, every email I could find to try to get this man to let him open for him.
Did you?
I really did. I really did.
No, that's a rider though. That's fire. That's like a really bold man.
He does this shit all the time. I don't even
He's a
know
real
what he's doing.
manager.
He'll hit me up one day and be like, "Hey, you're gonna open for this person." I'm like, "I didn't even know that they were coming here."
Hey, dude,
I'll be
that's-
like, hey, you interested in this feature? You
Hey, you
interested
never-
in that?
One day he might surprise you, bro. One day you might be opening up for Q.
Bro, no, he's putting in work for sure. He's always putting in work.
Yo, Casey, what do you think is like would be your like highlight, your like dream like thing you land for a Duke?
Honestly, if we were able to headline our first tour, I think that would be
hell yeah.
That'd
a
be
huge
sick.
milestone.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know,
headlining a tour, I think that would be
The
it.
Denim
Yeah.
Fest,
Fuck
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you like done a lot of traveling, like playing shows?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Not a whole lot,
Okay.
but a little bit. Yeah. I mean, we were up in Nashville. We opened up for Wi-Fi's funeral in Nashville.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
It was a great show,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's sick.
especially for like the first show at that capacity. I guess it was
Yeah.
like a really great vibe, a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
Nashville's dope too.
Nashville's a great city,
Yeah.
man. We keep talking about how we need to go back, like not even on some music shit, just go back and hang out
Yeah,
first.
that was, that was my
It's so
first
much
time out
fun.
there.
I heard the
Yeah.
food out there is like insane.
Oh
bro,
yeah, what was
yeah.
that spot? It was a was it Sunset or Sun
Oh,
something?
it's like a
It's
buffet,
like-
or like not a buffet, but it's like it has like a U shape kind of thing.
yeah, yeah.
It's like a
There's
diner.
like 2 huge
Yeah.
U-shaped
Yeah, yeah,
table
yeah.
type
Yeah.
deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a museum. It looks like it's like something records, Sunset Records or something like that.
Yeah.
My wife knows more than I do about it, but
Sunset on the Boulevard or something like
yeah,
that. Or something.
food was amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah, I
amazing.
heard the
Bro,
food culture out there is
yes.
actually slapping.
Yeah.
Like the barbecue and stuff is like unmatched.
For sure.
Dude, yeah. Do y'all do like hot chicken? I'm a baby. I can't.
I don't
do
eat
all that.
meat.
Oh, for real?
Oh, you vegetarian or?
I'm pescatarian.
Oh,
Nice.
pescatarian.
Yeah.
I wish I had the discipline to be a pescatarian.
I know. Yeah, I know the sunflower. Yeah. 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 No, I don't. I eat sushi. I got weird food things. I was raised vegetarian. My mom was never against me eating meat. Like she would let it happen. She doesn't care, but she wasn't cooking it. You feel me? So
Yeah.
like we didn't have meat at home.
Yeah.
So I just never ate meat growing up. And then I really like sushi, but I don't like cooked fish. So
Interesting.
I'm vegetarian except for raw fish, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You do like ceviche?
No, because of the chemical reaction in ceviche
It
kind
kinda
of cooks the
cooks it.
fish. Yeah, and I don't like
Oh,
it.
interesting. That's
okay. Okay.
Something about cooked fish. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't like the taste. It's weird.
interesting.
That actually segues pretty good into another segment.
Oh.
We don't have to end on this note quite yet, but bro, what's your like go-to place you gotta go eat, and like what would you eat there?
Dude, I really like this spot called Food Terminal.
Food terminal. Okay.
Food terminal, yeah. It's on Buford Highway in Doraville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the spot.
It
It's,
sounds familiar.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Or is the H Mart that's right there? You can
It's
get the
not
balloon,
an H Mart, but it's right behind. There's like a grocery
you get
Asian
the
grocery
balloon,
store. Yeah,
the egg.
and no balut. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's-
Some raw bird. Nah, I go to food terminal. I get the curry noodles.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
Curry
eat a lot
noodles.
of sandwiches too. I like sandwiches and pasta.
Wait, what is this raw bird? What is?
That's he's talking about balut.
Yeah, it's a raw bird.
No, it's disgusting.
like-
That's the worst shit.
Dude, the beak's in there too. It's like an added crunch.
What?
It's like, so imagine an egg, right? Imagine you get
I
an
usually
egg
like
out of a
the
carton.
added
Basically
crunch,
fertilized
not
halfway
the-
through.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like
you
you can, it's a delicacy. I think like it's like a Filipino thing in some other countries as
Yeah,
well.
I think
This has
Delicacy,
like
he said.
feathers.
Vietnamese do.
It's-
like-
some of them, well, not really.
If it
feathered.
develops that far,
There's,
yeah.
there's sometimes
right.
feathers.
It's like past the embryo.
I would
It's
tell
like
you to
the-
look it up, but you probably don't.
It's a fetus.
It's literally like,
And
imagine
you-
an egg
With
and like just
with
a
the
little bit before
partially
it
developed-
hatches.
It's
So there's a
Wait,
full
wait,
bird
wait.
in there, but just a little bit before it hatches, they
You
cook it,
yeah.
and then you bite it.
Dig in that bitch. Just
Is it like
That is
salted
nuts.
at least?
No.
Very.
Like okay.
Fuck.
Very.
Fuck.
Pickled?
That
Shout out
shit
to raw
sounds.
birds.
That shit sounds
Man.
gnarly. I'm not gonna hold
It is horrific. I'm upset that we're talking about it. I hate that shit.
you. Anyway, back to the curry noodles.
Back to the curry noodles. Yeah, it's got tofu in it. Eggplant.
Yo, Casey, what's your spot?
I don't know, man. I don't really have a spot because I always end up going there way too much, and then I'm
And
like, all right,
burn
I
out.
need a
It's
new
called
spot.
spondivits.
Spondivits? Yo, I
Yes.
love spondivits, bro.
All right, yeah.
is
Well,
this?
I used to
That's the spot, bro.
I used to valet out there, and at night, like, cause they're open till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I don't necessarily love the food. Their food's pretty good. It's expensive too, though. But they do hook it up on drinks. It's always a good time. The vibe's pretty good. Cool people come out. I actually, I didn't really meet Ludacris because he was acting like he was on the phone the whole time. I did meet Shaq, so that was
nice.
cool. Yeah, and I got a photo with him. I actually asked him to hold me in his arms while we got a photo. But,
Did he do it?
no, his
Wasn't
arm.
going
He
for it.
injured his arm or
Aw,
something. Yeah. And then I met DMX like a month before he passed away.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Dude, R.I.P.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
RP DMX. But that was cool, man, because we had a car driving by while we are getting like photos with them and everything, and they were just like jaw dropped, like. And then DMX started barking at them, dude. It was the most hilarious thing. You know his bark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know it.
It was hilarious. I could not get the stupid smile off my face. You know what I mean?
That is so dope.
So that was amazing. He like literally spawned in the parking lot. Like he just walked up, you know,
Spawns a
and
deal.
then like
Really in
2
his
cars
game.
follow in, you know, his crew or whatever, and
just appears in the parking lot.
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
it was cool though. Yeah, but yeah, my wife made me quit that job. But it's a nice spot to chill at and everything. We usually, anytime we do something big, we'll stop by there and, you know, kick it for a little bit.
Good little celebratory spot. Because usually when we get done with something, it's like 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
or 2
yeah.
in the morning.
They're the only people
They're
open.
still open, yeah.
I think last time we wrapped up at a studio in Atlanta and we went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty fire. I mean, that's actually a spot that I used to go to a lot as a kid. Because whenever my dad would like take us somewhere, like we would travel somewhere, if the flight was like super early in the morning or something, he would just take us there. Or like if it was really late at night
Yeah.
coming back, if we were hungry, he would just take us there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their chicken fingers are amazing too.
Yeah, they used to slap. When I was
Yeah.
a kid. And
Yeah,
just
their
used to
honey
slap.
mustard.
Their
But,
honey mustard is fire.
Yeah. Oh, I met I know Killer Mike from that. He has a photo
Oh,
of
yeah.
me somewhere on his phone because he owes me a vinyl record.
Killer
Yeah.
Mike, when you see this, bro.
Yeah.
He needs that Michael album of the year on vinyl. Come on.
Yeah, I try to get one for my brother because he loves you know his music and everything. So I'm like,
Run the
yo, bro.
Jewels,
Yeah, Run the Jewels. I'm like, yo, I really need you to do this for me. This is for his birthday like 3 years ago or something, but a little late. But no, it's all good. I know he's busy.
Shout out Killer Mike.
Yeah,
Shout out Killer Mike.
yeah. He likes to pop up over at CoreWorks and everything too with his cars and has them do work. CoreWorks is a pretty sweet shop over in Marriott Square.
Oh, really?
Stuff.
Killer Mike
yeah.
does?
I live
Yeah,
like
he has like a Camaro he brings up there, and then he's got an older Camaro that is his wife's. He has another shop. I forgot their name.
That's crazy.
But they're doing like a
5 minutes from the
podcast
square.
or like a vlog type deal. Yeah, on
Word.
that build. I forgot what that shop was called. I just ran across it one day. But
That's dope.
yeah, he's in the car shit. Pretty cool.
He's
Oh,
doing a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's making big moves.
Yeah, y'all are like heavy in the car scene and everything. I'll do like a lot of car meets and everything.
I
Not
run.
anymore?
I do like 2 different car meets a week.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
wow.
Tuesdays we'll be up at Marietta Square, and it's all 240s. So, but it's a new thing, so we only got like 8 that show up like consistently. But I'm trying to do like an all 240 thing, and usually like we'll eat at the market, and then we'll go to the square once everybody else leaves, and so it's just our cars parked out
Just
there.
drifting around the square.
No, there's too many cops for that. But the lighting is really, the lighting's really
Cobb
cool.
County be
in
on
the
your
square.
ass.
Yeah, for real.
They probably already scoping y'all out because they see
Oh,
y'all.
I'm
in
sure.
there.
They
It's
already
like
know
they-
me. They already know, like in my area, they know me by my car. They know where I live and everything.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Fuck yeah.
I might have to come check y'all out, man, because I'm like 5 minutes from the square.
Yeah,
so I might
absolutely.
come check y'all out.
Yeah.
You organize these too?
The Tuesday one I do. The Wednesday is like the one we used to go to. We've been doing that for like 2 years, and that's over in Kennesaw. But that's kind of fallen off, so I
Okay.
started the Tuesday one.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, like, do y'all both have any like shout outs, any kind of like things you
Upcoming
want
things to look for.
Yeah. Any shameless plugs? They
Go
all-
listen to my album.
Hell
Yeah.
Zero
yeah.
validation. It's out everywhere.
Hey, yeah.
Zero validation
Zero
on
validation.
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whatever else there is. I don't know what else there
All
is.
the platforms.
all the other
It's on
platforms
every
too.
one.
You know, Snapchat, TikTok. Put me in your TikToks. You know, make some reels. I don't fucking
Make it
know.
go viral.
Yeah, make it go viral. Be like, how bad is this? And then,
Boom.
you know,
Yeah, we just dropped a music video a week or 2 ago. Was it 2 weeks
Nice.
now?
yeah, like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
we
Keyless
dropped a
Entry.
music video for Keyless Entry.
Mhm.
That was a cool video.
Where
'Cause
can
the
we
song,
find it?
you know, it's the songs about
It's on
like,
YouTube?
my truck
Yeah, it's on
and
YouTube.
how broke I am at the same time, and I'm ghost riding the truck. I'm sitting on the hood while the truck drives itself.
I filmed it
It's
with my
pretty cool.
iPhone.
Filmed it with his iPhone. It's
Were
a
you
great
shitting
video.
yourself while that was filming that?
I did, bro. I have outtakes from that shit. I have a bunch of outtakes where we're like, because we were on top of a parking garage doing this video where
the
I'm
roof.
like ghost riding the whip, sitting on the hood of my truck. And like, you know, I'm doing my little performance and shit. He's recording me. And in my peripheral vision is the edge of the parking deck as my truck is rolling towards it with no one in the driver's seat. And I'm like doing my performance, and like I have a bunch of outtakes where I jump off the truck and run around and go stomp on the brakes because I'm like, bro, I can't. We're getting way too close to the edge.
The first take, I was like, "Hey, I think it's accelerating." a
Yeah,
little
he was like, it's
fast."
picking up speed.
yeah, yeah, we're trying to, be mindful of that.
That shit was fun though. Hey, shout out the parking deck that let us do that. It was only $3 for the hour.
Yeah, super
For
nice lady.
real?
Yeah.
That is a good rate.
He-
Right?
he
You'd
pulled
Yeah.
up.
You'd be surprised. A
Can
lot of these
anybody
parking
park
decks,
here?
a lot of the parking decks around the city, like as long as you pay for your parking, like you can pretty much do whatever. As long as you're not like breaking anything, like they'll let you like film
Yeah.
That's
stuff. there.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
When we were in Nashville a couple weeks ago, I paid $40 for parking for an hour.
Holy
For an hour.
For an hour, 1 hour
yeah.
parking was $40.
Good God.
Do they give you a foot massage? What the fuck?
No.
They give you a. Damn.
Yeah, it was ridiculous,
Right?
And then we come back to Atlanta and it's
I wanted
$3.
to say that. I wanted
Bro.
to say that.
What?
But
Do they? Huh?
And then I'm in Athens all the time. So Athens, it's like
saying, bro.
25
For
cents.
1 hour, bro. That's like. I mean, that's.
4-0?
No, it
That's
was
like-
obscene.
That's like event pricing right there.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
obscene.
That's
This
like
was just
more
one
than
of
like a
them.
meal would cost if you're like parking to go get a meal.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
We were literally
It's a
parking to
tank
go
of
get a
gas.
meal. This was the day after we did a show up there, and we were all going out to get lunch and shit. And I parked, and it was like the only lot we could find. It was $40 for the hour.
They don't want nobody to park out there. It's like if you're not rich, go the fuck home. Like
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Damn, Jesus.
that's nuts.
Well, any shout outs?
Anything else? Shout out my
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out.
out my wife. Shout out his wife.
Shout out the
They,
wifeys.
they keeping it together
Shout out the
over
wifeys,
here.
Yeah.
man.
Hey, I did bring Justin a present. I don't know y'all close enough. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But let me grab this real quick.
Oh shit! A gift for the
Big unveil.
He does
never
this. He
happened.
does this sometimes. You know, when we be doing
this
podcasts,
doesn't happen often.
he'll get people
Big
gifts.
unveil.
What, dude?
What?
What is it? Well, what do we have here?
Sick. What is this?
Show the it's on
You
camera.
need a knife?
I hope you don't already have
You need
this.
a knife? You got it. Nah, you good.
I've known Justin for a really long time,
That's fair.
so I was
Oh, here we go. Go on.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, shit! All right.
You guys can't see it yet, but
What is it?
Check it out.
Ooh.
Yo, that's
Fucking Muse
fire.
Absolution.
Hey.
Hey, the
Yeah.
anniversary, dude. This is like thick.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
some
there's
weight
like
to
a
this.
multiple records in there. I think I bought it a
Bruh.
while ago, so I kind of forgot. But it's
Dude,
pretty sick.
that's awesome,
Yeah.
bro. Thank you,
Fucking
man.
sick,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Is that your,
Dude.
is that your favorite
You're
Muse album,
invited every
Justin?
week. No, I'm saying what?
Is that your favorite Muse album?
It's
Yeah,
got
I
one of
mean,
them,
like I
yeah.
love this one. I mean, dude, I really love Muse.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's definitely like my top.
That's
three
like
Muse
me-
albums.
Yeah, this is probably their best album. Yeah, for sure.
That's like me toggling memories from like over a decade, probably like 15 years ago, something crazy, you know.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I remember
it's
you
like
had like
that-
a poster in your bedroom, like way back when.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
I
I
remember.
got my last one. Shout out Streamboat Podcast.
Oh,
Hey.
facts. Facts.
It's us.
Dude, thank you, man. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad you love it, dude.
Dude, we're about to fire it up.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, dude, I gotta obviously shout both of you guys out. Gotta shout out Glenn Son making us sound great.
appreciate
Jake
it.
Thank you,
Katana.
Glenn.
Appreciate y'all, man.
He just dipped. I'm
Thank you,
sorry,
Jake.
but
Taking
Jake
a call.
taking the call, always keeping us looking good. Jason Joestar keeping us on
Appreciate
track.
y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Kyle back there switching up between cameras.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes,
Kyle.
sir.
Love you, Kyle.
Stream
Ryan
Live.
on the camera.
Thank you, Ryan.
Shout out
And-
Ryan.
A fucking huge shout out to Duke Denim for fucking killing it on the show today.
Thank
Hell
you so
yeah.
much for having me, man. I really
Dude,
appreciate it.
We'll have you back, man. I definitely want to hear some more tunes. And dive
I'd love to
deep
come
into
back.
some
Yeah,
of them.
anytime.
Heck yeah, dude. Definitely, dude. A huge shout out to Casey for like getting this to happen, bro.
Shout
For
out
the
to you,
fucking
Casey.
Muse album, dude.
Yes,
That's
sir.
awesome,
And
man.
shout out to you for the Muse album. That was a really dope gift.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
yeah.
seriously. That's
Yeah.
the first time ever on the stream, though.
And dude, like, artists need people like you, dude. I mean, one, it's awesome, like, to have like the talent that you got and like the drive that you have. But dude, the team behind you is like will get you there. And dude, like having someone who's like hitting up like Schoolboy Q to
sure.
like have you do
Yeah, I
features
need
and
to-
just like
Because I would never do it
throwing-
on my own, so I
Bro.
have to have somebody like him that'll
Yeah.
just like reach out to people
That's
on
real.
on some crazy shit. Doesn't matter what it is. He's not scared to hit somebody up and be like, "Yo,
I can't do it without
Bro.
him though.
Bro, but dude, I mean, I think it's awesome what you're doing, dude, and I really respect it, man. It's awesome. Like, keep shooting arrows even if they feel like they're going in the dark, because you're gonna hit something, dude.
Hey, that's life,
And
man. You gotta shoot your shots.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
bro.
what's the point?
Yeah,
You know, you gotta. If you don't try, then you're not gonna get anywhere. You know.
very true, bro. Very true. And I respect the hell out of it. I respect you, dude. Like what you're doing, like keeping track and like watching like your progress is gonna be sweet. Because I think you're gonna like. I mean, dude, the style you got. I mean, it's killer, bro. Like I feel like you're
Thank you.
real. Like you're a real dude. You got awesome lyrics, awesome flow. So just fucking keep it up, bro.
thank you."
But yeah, dude. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us, man.
Streamboat
Peace
Live.
out.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yes.
See y'all next
Thank
week,
you,
y'all.
Streamboat.
Thank you
Appreciate it,
guys
dude.
so much, bro.
Killed that.
Yeah, y'all absolutely killed it, dude.
Appreciate it.
Look at the bright lights. See what follows and what comes after. I really want my pain to release me. When I can feel watching over me.
Their talk is static.
I try to fight it now. I'm back in my head. Put a whole 30 in rubber bands. Now I got time for the running man. Goodbye to the problem.
Juice like a Tesla, slamming down shots, got me feeling like a wrestler.
Hey, where do we go now? The lights are, the love is gone. Take Just rub my back the way you do.
I done seen it all. Shots fired, cops, sirens, dog. I done seen it all.
Automatic, boo. I steer the coupe like it was manual.
So not in Kansas anymore.
Hey, we don't care, we don't care, we don't care. Big gun shooting in the air.
I slammed the door. Yeah, but you love, you wanted more.
I'm always gonna place on my mama, put that on my name. Now we is not the same.
Over and over and over and over. I watch this tea, I'll just speak out, yo.
Always be the same. You gotta live with no regrets.
Handcuffed together, lights dancing there in charge.
The open air is choking me.
And when it's flowing down space, none of this matters anyway. Whoa, oh. Now what happened? Lights, camera, action.